Welcome back to Shelly World. How is everybody doing this morning? It is supposed to be a pretty nice day today. It's a little cool right now, but it's supposed to be low 80s today. So that's going to be a good thing. And so I think next week is the fall weather maybe actually truly coming in, as looked at the forecast, and it looks like it's supposed to be probably mid 70s or what have you. So that's the true fall weather coming in. But I hope everybody is doing well. And of course, I'm out doing usual activities. Walking the K9 and pushing the toddler. Anyways, though, so I hope everybody is having a good weekend, or the start of your weekend. And so does everybody have some plans, or what will you all be doing this weekend? I don't really have any particular plans per se. Just trying to find a fun activity though for Moses to do, and so he can get some exercise in, and maybe look at some parks and everything. Give me 1 second, guys. Here. So may look at some parks. I mean, a lot of the parks in the area, well, pretty much all of them we've went to here, and those that are outside the area as well. So so we're just gonna see what happens or what have you. I was thinking about taking Moses also to the Children's Museum. But as I was looking at the reviews on it, the one in Atlanta, it didn't seem like the reviews were that good. He's been to the one in Tennessee, and that one is really nice. And it was actually free for children that's, I think, 2 and under or 3 and under. Which was it's good. Interesting enough, Dollywood is actually free for children ages 3 and under. So something to keep in mind for Dollywood is it's free for ages 3 and under. But I hope that I just we'll see how it goes. But I know there's a lot of protests and things going on this weekend, the No Kings rallies and stuff. Of course, we're not going down there in that craziness. But I do respect it. I understand it. So those of you that will be going down and participating, be safe. Just be safe, and hopefully everything will be peaceful. And because those are 2 big dogs there. But anyways, though, so I know there's probably a lot of events going on for Halloween. If you have kids, comment below. Are you planning on, what are your kids, gonna be? Are you dressing up? Are you participating? Do you participate in it? I've always participated in Halloween or what have you, but since having a child, my son is very young, so because he's so young, and I think because of the autism as well, he just really is not that into Halloween. I remember I took him into a Halloween store just to get his reaction, see if he was going to be scared. He was not the least bit scared. he just kind of just stared at the mask, and he showed no emotion to it. And but I was reading that that's normal. He was just like no emotion to it at all. And I don't know, I found it a little bit interesting. But I always loved Halloween growing up. But I think the age though probably for that probably is more like about 5, I would say. Anything before that, I don't think they really truly understand it. So I don't know. But years past here, a couple of years, I have I think last year I took him to the pumpkin patch. So we did do the pumpkin patch, and I think we did Sleepy Hollow pumpkin patch, and I should have did a review of that. I felt like the people were very rude. The employees there, they're very rude. And just looked like they did not want to be working, which I can get, I understand sometimes, but it's like, and it was a lot of drama just to get there. We went during the day. You had to purchase tickets online. I would never go back again, ever. I think that's a one and done type situation, and you just go once and you never have to go back there again. The things that they have now for kids for Halloween are so watered down, and so yeah. But I guess they're like, hey, you can look at the news for real Halloween stuff. Anyways, when I was growing up, I remember every year our neighbors, and we lived, well, I'll just say this, we were the only African American family or black family in our neighborhood. And our neighbors, every year, they would host this big Halloween thing. And when I tell you they would go all out, there was a graveyard that was close by to our house where we stayed at. And then they would go out there like week before and put up all kinds of, scary monsters, all kinds of things. They'd have people dressed up coming out of the woods in the graveyard. So we go up to their house and they had this big bonfire, and then they had the bobbing for apples, and they had hot dogs and all kinds of stuff, and they would be they also had like the candy corn, and they just had like so much stuff for the kids, and I just loved it. It was just so fun. It was so fun. And so yeah, we always had a good time. And so we would go up there and then participate in the Halloween activities, and then they would have the hayride, and the hayride takes you through the graveyard, and they had people coming out with chainsaws, and every now and then they would get somebody off of the hayride. They tell them, of course, beforehand, but they were part of it, and they would get somebody and they would snatch them off the ride. I mean, I'm talking about, it is like at least, it's pitch black, 8, 9 o'clock, and my dad, he would go to it, but he wouldn't do that hayride stuff. But my mom and I, we would get on. It was so scary, but it was so fun. And I just remembered that. And they did that pretty much until I was almost a senior in high school. Yeah. So that was good. That was so fun. So when I went to the pumpkin patch, I took my son to the pumpkin patch last year. I thought it was going to be reminiscent of that, but it was during the day or whatever. But nothing about it was scary. I mean, but a friend of mine was telling me, she said they can't do the real scary stuff like that anymore. She said even the costumes, they don't allow them to come as real scary characters. Yeah, we grew up in some, I'm Generation X. So we grew up when they was putting the razor blades in the apples. Mama, and the candy, my mom wouldn't let me get no candy from nobody. Our neighbors, they were cool though. That candy was that Kenny was okay, and they made sure everything was screened, and so yeah, so yeah, it was good times though, but a lot has changed. So I don't know. Moses, he doesn't really, like I said, he doesn't really have an interest in the Halloween or whatever. Maybe that'll change over time. But we'll see. Maybe we'll find we was driving the other day, and I saw someone had a whole bunch of like the decoration out. And I looked in my review and I saw Moses. He was looking at it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's an age thing. I don't know. So we'll see. But as far as the costume, I've been really just get the costume pajamas, that kind of thing right now. I think the first time I actually celebrated Halloween, I think I was 4 or 5, probably was 5, and I was a witch. And my mama went all out for it. I was a good witch though. I was a good oh gosh, yeah. So good times though. But anyways though, whatever you do this weekend, whether I know a lot of you are going to Halloween parties and all kinds of things. So whatever you do, like I said, be safe, and because there's some real life Halloween stuff going on in there, for real. So be safe, and yeah, and be smart about it, and vigilant, and yeah. So but I'll be back with another little video. Just wanted to come on and say hello, and yeah, and we will be back next time. If you haven't already, I hope you subscribe to Shelly World and like the video, and we will see you next time. All right, bye.